Hey everybody, welcome back to Shining Lights. My name is Ben Barber. You gotta unmute yourself, Jackie.
First of all, you told me to mute myself, and I
But then
thought
I,
that I would just stay muted this whole time, and I was
why
totally
would you
fine
do
with it.
that? No,
I don't know. I think it seems fine.
you're the host of the show. You gotta introduce yourself.
Well, I am Jacqueline Smith. Some may call me Jay Quellen.
Some being our guest today, but we will get to him in a second. This is a show where we spotlight people that are doing good in their local communities, events that are doing good in their local communities and organizations. So thank you so much for joining us. Please share this out. And we couldn't do this without some sponsors and some friends of the show. So let's give a shout out to them first. First up is one of our sponsors.
She already has your heart. This Christmas, give her one of ours.
All right, thank you very much to Symbol of Love Jewelry for sponsoring that ad. Also, so today, Jackie, and we were just talking about this with our guest beforehand. We have some new restrictions that came out from the governor today, which is going to hopefully make an impact in battling the rising COVID numbers, but it's also going to affect a lot of people. And I am, and I believe our guest might be as well, a member of the Rhode Island Small Business Coalition, and they also have a message for everybody today. Okay, now that stuff's out of the way, Jackie, talk to us about who our guest is today and what we're talking about, because I know that it's something that you are very much involved with and is near and dear to your heart.
Well, first of all, when you said we were getting Caswell Cooke as our guest, I was like, oh, did we run out of guests already? But we're actually working on this really great project. Him and his wife, Christine, have taken over our amazing Thanksgiving community dinner that we've done for over 35 years at Christ Church. We, in the past, have served about 380 meals per year. So that's in one day, we're able to get 380 meals out to our community. And usually, we get to eat together. We also do delivery. People can take out and bring home to their family or group. But this year, because of COVID, we can't do our actual community eating part. But thanks to Caswell and Christine, we could bring Caswell on. They actually were able to come up with some great ideas like drive up, pick up, and delivery is going to be most of our order. And now we're up to 130 meals already, Caswell.
Wow.
That's awesome. Hey, Caswell, how are you?
Well, I want to thank you for scraping the bottom of the barrel for a guest.
I didn't. That was 100% a dig straight from her. So
I'll certainly say this is the least watched show I've ever been interviewed on.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what the hell the name of the show is.
That's not true. It's definitely not the least watched show you've ever been interviewed on. It's not.
Although this is some of our biggest numbers.
I've produced some bad ones. Yeah. What's the deal with the how many orders did you say? How many dinners have you already got reserved, Jackie?
So for reserved so far, it's 130. I definitely expect to see those numbers go up, and hopefully Caswell and Christine are going to do some more media blitz.
And we'll do, and I can always do extra eating if that's necessary.
Me too. I signed myself up.
You should.
I did because I won't eat otherwise. There's no food.
Right. Well, I looking at the latest count. So normally they look for 20 turkeys to be cooked and donated, and I believe we're at 14 or 15 or something. So, or 16, I forgot what she told me. Christine told 16. Um, so if there's 4 more people out there in the community that will cook a turkey, like whether the night before or whatever, and bring it warm to the church, Christ Church, on Thursday, Thanksgiving morning between 10 and 11, we really need that. And then we have about 25 pies. We'd like to have 40. So if anybody would donate pies, they can just drop them off at the church on Wednesday, the night before. But let us know that you're going to be donating something. So you need to contact Jackie at the office or through her email. And that's kind of where we're at. So we're all good on volunteers. We've got drivers. We've got delivery people. We can't have too many people in the actual kitchen, obviously, because of COVID. So we're totally set with all of that stuff. But so what we really need, if people say, what can I do? It's that. It's the turkeys or the pies. And then the final thing is, who needs a meal? Who wants a meal? There's no qualifications to get a meal. It just could be, hey, I just want a meal. I want 2. I want 5. But you just got to contact the office and reserve them so we know. So that's kind of where we're at. So we'd like to spread the word to more people that we've got this great meal that we're going to cook and we want to give it to you.
Yeah, and I think especially with all these new COVID restrictions, even though they don't start until after Thanksgiving, a lot of people are deciding to stay home, and there's no way I was going to make a Thanksgiving dinner for myself. I mean, like, I could have got a frozen one, but you don't have to, because Caswell will make one for you, and he'll deliver it personally.
Well, no, I probably won't be doing that in my hazmat suit. No, but the cool thing is all the side dishes are being made by the Cook Goose, by Andrew and his wife, Jen, at the Cook Goose. So they're actually starting next Monday with their preparing things like gravy and cranberry sauce. I know Liz Dobson's doing some cranberry sauce homemade as well. And then they're going to do the all the sides except the mashed potatoes. Me and Bob Barber are going to do those the day of. And then Andrew's going to come to the church and he's going to carve these 20 turkeys himself because he wants to.
Well, yeah.
That's very nice.
He said he basically said it's child's play, 20 turkeys. It's like nothing for him to carve.
I hope he has like an electric knife.
Oh, I don't think chefs like him use electric knives. My wife is always trying to push an electric knife on me, and I'm like, we don't. That's for the faint at heart. We just use you use a good sharp knife and cut the thing the right way, and you're totally all set. So
yeah, I too use a sharp knife to get through the plastic film of my microwave dinners before I put them in the microwave.
Your gluten-free microwave dinners.
That's true. I almost died this week. Thanks for reminding me.
One time when Jackie first started working at Christ Church, she tried to grow her own salad in the window. She had like a little box and it had like 2 twigs. And she was looking for like a fresh harvested lunch.
That does not surprise me at all.
I was there for like 2 years before I took over the windowsills for my garden.
All right, whatever. I don't even know how long you've been there. How long you been there at Christ Church?
Like 3.5 years.
Oh my God.
It feels like 10.
I know, especially for us.
Guys, I've only been associated in the smallest of ways with Christ Church for about 7 or 8 months now. But I, for some reason, watched the entirety of the hour and a half long annual meeting that you guys are required to do every year. I watched the entire thing the other day from last year, and I don't know why.
I don't know why either. I was like, please don't do that.
There's really no reason that I did it, but I did. I was editing other things, and I just put it on, and I was like, I'm going to watch the entire thing, and I learned so much stuff.
Obviously, my speech was riveting.
It was riveting. You were the only person that took the microphone off of the. Everybody else left it on the podium. You were like, nope, not me. I need to show everybody I'm in charge.
Well, the great thing about the Episcopal Church is the democracy. There's so many people, especially in our town, that a lot of folks in Westerly are Roman Catholic. Just that's the way the demographics fall, and to know that we in the Episcopal Church actually interview and hire our own priests. that we meet yearly and actually set a budget, elect a board of directors, and have a chair of the board sort of thing, which we call a warden and Episcopal ease. But it's a very truly democratic church that was basically set up like the U.S. Constitution. And literally, the U.S. Constitution was 1789 and the church's Constitution was 1790. And some of those same people, George Washington, those folks, all helped start the Episcopal Church in America. So it's really a democracy. And so that annual meeting is really important for people. It's not something we have to do. It's something we like to do because we actually have a voice in how our church is governed. So that's the cool thing about the Episcopal Church, not to say any other way is better or worse, but
it's one of many cool things about it is our history is just amazing, and it just lines up with American history.
Right. It's a democracy, and it's kind of cool. So that's what we're all about.
You don't have to be a member though to get a dinner for this community dinner on Thanksgiving, right? There's no prerequisite for getting a meal and being part of this dinner.
Well, we would like you to get baptized first. No, I'm joking.
No,
due to COVID this year, baptisms have been down in most churches.
So we just want to prequel our annual report, just so if anyone hears why our numbers are down.
Yeah. So basically, anyone in the community. No, not basically anyone in the community, and the delivery thing is important too, because say you were planning to, if you're watching this, how many of you are watching? Like 3.
Yeah. 3. Yeah.
3. And most of them are due to the fact it's on my page.
No one is watching on your page right now.
Oh, snap.
Well, anyway, so if you're like in Idaho and you were planning on coming back to Westerly for Thanksgiving, and we've been advised not to jump on planes and travel, you could actually call Jackie at 596-0197 and say, my Aunt Pearl on Spruce Street needs a delivery of a Thanksgiving meal, and that's what we're here to do. So we can take care of that for you. And then if you are in town and you just don't want to go out and battle the lines to get the food and wear the mask and all that, and you want to be at home and have 6 turkey dinners delivered to you, or you want to come pick them up, just drive by and we throw them in your car, sort of thing. Not throw, but we hand them to you in a nice bag. Then that's what we're here to do for Thanksgiving. So we're encouraging you to spread the word if you want a Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be yummy. I'm going to eat one.
Yeah. Did we get the nice bags again this year?
I ordered nice bags. Yeah. Oh, Jackie, one thing I was supposed to tell you. So Christine said
it's just become a meeting. Go ahead.
I have something to tell you too after.
Christine would like to have a prayer put in each bag.
Okay.
So
yeah.
In the Book of Common Prayer, there's a prayer for Thanksgiving. So maybe we could just copy it and then make 100 of them and we'll stick them in the bags as we hand them out.
That's cute. Do you want to do stickers on the thing instead?
We should do stickers on the bag, but that should say Christ Church and Cook Goose, courtesy of, sort of thing, like you had.
Okay, and Sunil told me that he's going to come and do a prayer with you at 11:30.
Well, Sunil should be there slinging the bags of food out to the people.
Oh, yeah, but he can't be there before then because he's at Watch Hill Chapel.
Oh, yeah, Watch Hill Chapel. That's another thing we're doing.
And also with you, Caswell.
I've never done this. I don't know how to do that.
Well, in the Episcopal Church, it's optional.
Okay.
Some may, none must. How does it go? All may, none must, some should. For a lot of things in the Episcopal Church. So you'll notice when the priest does the blessing at the end of the service, half of us stand there who are more Protestant and don't do it, and the ones that are more Catholic, because we are Anglo-Catholic, will do it. So it's one of those things. It's like we confuse people a lot during the service when in the prayer book it says stand or kneel, and half the people drop to their knees and half the people are standing. And if you're visiting, you're going, what the hell? In the BCP. Oh, Benjamin Francis Barber. What is that? His own Book of Common Prayer?
He has his own Book of Common Prayer because he's Episcopalian now.
Isn't it amazing? And I've been an Episcopalian my whole life, and no one's ever gotten me a Book of Common Prayer. Damn it.
You're not friends with the right people.
Hold on. Notice Caswell. Notice who has it, though. I don't have it.
I try to give it to him for his birthday, but he is afraid of humans. So I will.
True.
I'll see you after the vaccine comes out.
Yes, you will. So that is true. Yeah, she has. She got me. She got me a customized Book of Common Prayer for my birthday. It has been 6 weeks since then, and I still have not received it. But it's fine. Also, thanks for letting everybody know my middle name, Jackie.
Oh, it's all of my security passwords is Ben's middle name.
That's not. It's actually not far off from the truth, which is a little scary. So, Caswell, what I was going to say was something about the actual meal of this. What do we? Well, first, I used to. My mom was a member of the Ladies Auxiliary for the Alton Fire Station, and they had a turkey dinner like every month. And so, all growing up, I worked in the kitchen and being like a waiter and busboy for these turkey dinners. And I will not. I will not be helping this year in the kitchen. I'm so sorry. I'm, as Jackie said, very afraid of people. But I would love to help next year. That would be a lot of fun. This year, if you're gonna have Father Sunil, Jackie, put some respect on his name. If you're gonna have him doing a prayer at the beginning and stuff, we should put that on Facebook for people. The blessing of the meal and stuff.
Yeah, that would be great. As long as it's okay with the communications chair.
Caswell?
Oh, that's me.
Oh, just change your hat, Caswell. Just put another hat on.
Soon it'll be even more different hats. Yeah, that'd be good. We could, yeah, that's sure.
I think he's watching TV or something.
I was in the middle of watching this really good movie. I had to push pause to do this thing. I'm not even wearing pants.
Bottom of the barrel, right there.
I'm wearing shorts.
Here's the thing that everybody wants to know.
I'm also not wearing pants, but I'm wearing a dress, so it's
fine. So, Caswell, several questions. Number one, as we all know, you just recently got reelected to the town council.
Yeah.
You weren't number one.
No.
But it's all right.
I was number 2 with a bullet.
Yep.
I did my due diligence. I only voted for you.
I did not vote for you. I did not vote for you.
Because you don't live in this town.
I didn't vote for you, is my point. I just want it for the record. I did not vote for Caswell. Hi,
Sorry,
Mimi.
6,700 and some odd people did, but unfortunately, 13 people more than that voted for Sharon Ahern.
Have you thought about a lawsuit?
I thought about a recount.
Yeah.
I have never in my life. There was so many people that voted. I have never in all my years on the council had that amount of people vote for me. It was definitely cool. That's a lot of people in Westerly and you sit there and you think to yourself, okay, do people like me? We all have that in us. Do people like me?
I don't. I assume that they do.
Right. Well, I don't always assume that. And, people might not like me or say this or that, but then these numbers come out and you feel like, okay, a lot of the crap that you take and the public crap that people like us take, you get a little reaffirmed. I mean, it at least makes you go, okay, maybe I'm doing all right. They just 6,700 and something out of 9,000 people voted for me. That ain't bad. And they voted for me more than any of the other candidates, and except Sharon and I. Well, we statistically tied, but it was so close. It's like the presidential election. It's like dangling chads. But no, it's definitely cool. So then you start to feel like these people must hate me, and then you get the election results and you go, I guess they don't. All right, so we're cool for another 2 years. So
I think at the end of the day, it really does matter how you treat people, and you always treated all of us at Christ Church well, and you're a great father, you're a great husband for Christine, and I think at the end of the day, that's really what people look for. And sometimes you say some nonsense. However, you always do. I can tell what's right. You follow what's right, but then you say a lot of stuff in the meantime.
Well, I also try to be funny because listen,
You
can't
are
take
funny. You are very funny.
you cannot take this stuff seriously all the time. At the end of the day, these people are like fighting about something. And then I sit there and go, let's step back for a second. We are on the Westerly, Rhode Island, right? Population 22,000, town council. And our monthly paycheck is $273. Seriously, this is not the United States Congress. This is not the governor's office. This is not a senator. This is not the presidency. It's a town council. And at the end of the day, I always say there's no Democrat or Republican way to pave a street. You just do it. You got to fix stuff. And that's kind of what we do, I think. And then after the election and everybody scrambles around who's going to be the president, who's going to be appointed to this and this and this, then we all just get to work and we just do it. And it works out and it's good.
Yeah. And, I wouldn't have voted for you if I didn't know that you would be great. Continue to be great.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Next election cycle.
You can pay me, by the way, later.
I was going to say next election cycle, I'll probably be voting in Westerly, so you should. You should be nicer to me.
He can't run again. He's termed out.
I'm termed out. I'd have to take a term off, but it doesn't mean I can't run for higher office. So Sam has an arrow. Watch out. Might be.
You heard it here. Not first, I'm sure.
No, first, yeah. I love Sam. I ran against him once. He kicked my butt. But I think he's, hopefully when he retires, maybe I'll run for that seat again. But yeah, I do want to run for higher office. I'd love to have the lieutenant governor's spot someday. But it's just not going to happen anytime soon. So don't worry about it. It's all we're just having fun here on this show.
Would here's my question. With now, so the lockdown back in March caused you to do one of these things every night.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans starting November 30th with the new, what is it being called officially? The Rhode Island Pause. Do you have any inkling of maybe pressing play on Ask Caswell and bringing that back?
Well, I tell you, a lot of people. In fact, it was this guy a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was on the day of the election, and he came up to the polls, and I was standing out there, and he said, "Thank you so much for what you did. When COVID started, because every night we could tune into you, and you always had these really cool people to talk to, and it was just really good, and we really enjoyed it." Oh, I see the background has changed to the Caswell Cooke show here, and I enjoyed doing it, and I think it was something that took all of our minds off what was happening. I think it's different now. I don't think I would bring this back as a COVID show. I'd rather just do the Caswell Cooke show like we had planned on doing with people in person, once a month or once every couple months, not this nightly thing. Plus I went through my Rolodex of famous people. And so I don't know. I don't have anybody else left. That's like on a friendly basis. I mean, there's only so many ex-rock stars I know.
We did
I probably know more than most people.
We did do like 100 nights in a row.
We did, and to have people like Susan Cowsill and John Ford Coley and Tom Wopat from the Dukes and Gary Puckett and all these cool people that from yesteryear,
Peter Noon.
I mean, Jesus, the guy's on Sirius XM every Saturday. I mean, here he is on.
That's Peter Asher.
Peter Noon is also on.
Is he really?
Yeah. He's got his own show. It's called I'm Into Something Good or something.
Oh
good.
Man,
yeah.
That's amazing.
He's on every week on Sirius.
He should be. He's an amazing talker.
And Peter Asher. Oh my God! Like the vice president of Apple Records, the man who discovered James Taylor, the man who produced Linda Ronstadt. Jesus.
Do you remember the night that we were doing Peter Asher? I had a meeting about
Didn't Jay Quellen have a thing for him, even though he's like 80?
That was Peter Noon.
Yeah, that's Peter Noon.
Yeah,
and I got Peter Noon.
She admits it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You're like 35. He's like 72.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Ben for my birthday got me a cameo by
Peter Noon.
Did I send it to you? Because he just kept saying Caswell the whole time. And I was like, what is happening with this?
Oh, you're friends with Caswell. Yes.
And then at the end, he's like, oh, yeah, this is from your friend Ben. I was like, oh, Peter Noon, you are You are something else.
Well, he promised when COVID's over and he's able to go back to performing with his full band that they will cut us a good deal financially so we can afford to have the whole band at one of our festivals. So Peter Noon will be back to entertain us with his full band when COVID is over.
VIP tickets?
Yeah, right. You could just be his personal assistant for the day.
Oh, I love being people's personal assistants.
A lot of people do. I have this friend, Tom Rattano, and Tom's like, you got anybody for me to drive? Like, he loves like picking up like these former rock stars at at the train station or at the airport, bringing them to their hotel, taking them to get some food, whatever. And he really I enjoy that too. I've done that with some of these former rock stars too. And it is kind of cool to, drive them around here. And I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's not the ordinary thing.
I'm so sorry. I told Tom Wopat that you bought a new car just to pick him up in it and impress him.
You did?
I did. I think it was it Fall Fest? You were picking up Tom Wopat from the airport?
That's when I had just bought my
I know.
No, I never picked him up because he has his own car. He only lives in New York. He drove from New York.
You said you were going to go pick up a new car to impress Wopat.
No, I
Oh.
didn't.
And that's what you told me. You might have been
Don't
joking.
say stuff to Ben. He's just going to call you out on it later.
But I told Tom Wopat that you did that when we saw him later in January. I walked out we parked next to each other at
the Cape.
At the Cape, yeah. Where is that? Is it Old Saybrook?
Old Saybrook, yeah.
Yeah, we parked next to each other at Old Saybrook. So, we walked out together and talked to each other. That's the second time that's happened to me. The first time was at Two Little Fish. I ended up walking out accidentally with Sheldon Whitehouse, and we talked the entire way to the car. And then, my
condolences.
And then it was, hey. And then
I'm sorry. I know this is shining lights, but I think he's a worthless senator.
I disagree.
This is a nonprofit.
I disagree.
Spotlight.
But I thought that it was really funny because he got into whoever was driving him's car. So I was walking out with a senator and we were having a conversation. Then I got into a nicer car than he did and drove away. And I thought that was hilarious because it wasn't his; it was whoever was driving him down there.
One of his assistants or something. You mean?
Yeah, it was a lot of. But I really liked that. He was a nice guy.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying he's a worthless senator.
I disagree.
I mean, a lot of these people are very nice. I wouldn't say that most. I would say most politicians.
I disagree.
Are
you know
nice.
what, Caswell? You know what? Say one more word, and we are going to be on the Rhode Island Democratic Party's page on here because I have that. I have that on my. I'm just the way I switched to Caswell. Listen, what we're talking about is the Christchurch community dinner.
Yes. So we're serving Pawcatuck and Westerly, but
and I would even serve Whitehouse if he wanted a meal, I would give it to him too.
Your kindness is shining.
That 7-second delay thing.
No.
Yeah, because
this
isn't the FCC is
this
coming.
isn't being streamed on the Christchurch page, right?
It is. Nope. It is, and now it has to get deleted. So
he did ask me, and I was like, no. He's like, oh, but I could just ask the
Caswell
chair.
Yeah, but Caswell, I should have known better. I know that Caswell can't behave.
I can't.
I had during Guy Fawkes, I had to put up a banner multiple times throughout the night that says the comments made in this do not reflect Squamicut Beach, DMB Media, the town of Westerly, humanity as a whole.
And I make no apologies about it because I love everybody and I'm an equal opportunity insulter.
Your wife texted me and said, "Thank you so much for putting up that disclaimer."
You know what? I think one of the reasons why these people elect me, these nice folks in Westerly, is because I don't have a filter. So they know what I'm actually thinking. So I mean, I'm not ever going to lie about how I feel or think. I don't like these people that placate or say nice things. I have a fellow town councilor who shall go nameless, and when he starts talking about how great someone is that's up at the podium, I know he really hates them. It's like this reverse psychology thing that he uses. And of course, I use the word hate. Nobody hates anybody in town government. But you know what I'm saying? Whether you don't like the way they perform their job or whatever. And so I'm just like, dude, just tell people as it is.
The
And
kind of personality that like really doesn't like someone and then they go way into detail about how great someone is. Oh yeah, everyone has that person's number. Like not, I don't know who you're specifically talking about, but everyone has their number when it happens. It's not great.
yeah, I don't like it. And I don't like these people. Like we've had former council like presidents. I want everybody to get along. No, I don't want everybody to get along. I think, you know, division and argumentativeness is a good thing. You know, it's how we make progress. We have to argue our points and like get ahead. You know, if everybody's like kumbaya, hands across the whatever, it's not the kind of world I want to live in.
But you could have a disagreement and still be civil. Maybe that's what they mean. You can
true.
discuss things and have
Yeah.
civility around it.
I am 100% civil if you agree with me. Absolutely. I'm joking. But that's the way it is. You know, a lot of people sometimes they like, we want to be civil. Let's all come together as long as you think like them. And that's the problem, you know. Oh, the election's over. It's time to come together. You know, things like that, those kind of big picture things. And where I'm sitting there going, really? Okay, well, I thought we said that 4 years ago, but only for the people who agree with you. So I don't like hypocrisy, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't like people that like they say things. I just, you know, if we're all real and say to each other what we are actually thinking and mean, then the world would be a much better place.
Yeah, if they're civil while they do it.
I'm always civil.
You get a solid B- on civility. Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm decisive.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Ben and I are not.
Well, Jesus said, "Don't be lukewarm. Be hot or cold. Just go for it." Well, you're
I don't know if he said
indecisive,
that.
Ben. You don't seem indecisive.
I'm decisive.
I thought so.
I'm very decisive.
You're
Jake-
wishy-washy.
Jay Quellen, are you wishy-washy?
Oh, on deciding things, I like to take a long time to decide because there's so many things to like weigh while you're making decisions.
I always think, you know, I used to rush in where angels fear to tread, but now I do sleep on everything. Like, I at least give it a night.
Yes,
You know,
I
a
agree.
big decision. I mean, unless you're in the heat of battle and someone says, you know, sod off or something, and you have to respond. But for the most part, I think if you sleep on it and wake up the next day, and I think if 99.9% of the world actually did that, then we really would have less issues if we all waited a day before we insulted back.
Oh, yes.
I think that I'm pretty decisive. I do.
I think that
No,
I know,
think
that's what I
I-
was thinking.
I think that I am pretty decisive. I
I'm
think
pretty sure I'm decisive too. Just like
I'm very decisive. She's just, you know.
as far as you know.
yeah,
Okay.
you want
Yeah,
to decide what you want
yeah,
to
that
say
problem.
about me?
Yeah. Bushwood Country Club. Okay, listen. So Caswell, before we go,
Caddyshack.
enough. Before we go, I want to talk about one other thing, which is you have a very good relationship with my best friend, the Lieutenant Governor Dan McKee, and not as good as my relationship with him now. But yeah, you're welcome. I stole your bestie, but he as the Lieutenant Governor's office every year does the Military Family Relief Fund, and the money from that goes to help military families in need. And we're going to take a second right now before we end with one last pitch to show you a video for that, which might be the debut, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do this, but I'm going to play it anyway.
Military families serve too. Show them you care. Give help. Give hope.
Awesome.
That was nice. That was abrupt, but nice.
Thanks. Yeah.
Did
so
you make
Ben
that
did
commercial?
make that.
I
Yeah.
did make that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
You have to just run it by the Caswell
Fan
iron
base.
out the kinks. No,
Yeah.
I thought it was great. It was beautiful.
Listen, I didn't need your opinion on it. Go donate. We're trying to raise $50,000 for the Military Family Relief Fund. By the end of this weekend, we'll be about halfway there. But we need to raise all of that money by December 31st. So please go to that link. Go to ltgov.ri.gov, and all of that money goes to help out military families in need. But one more time, the thing that we are here to talk about today is not Caswell's opinion on politics. It is the Christchurch Annual Community Thanksgiving Dinner to go this year. Caswell, tell us once again how people can get a hold of you and how people can get a Thanksgiving dinner.
Sure. Well, if anybody wants to come and have a Thanksgiving dinner on us, all you have to do is call Jackie at the church office at 401-596-0197, which is scrolling below, or parish admin at christchurchwesterly.org. You just simply say how many meals you would like. They will be to go. Unfortunately, we don't have the camaraderie this year, but we can have you either drive up in the parking lot, and we will give you your order between 12 and 2. Or if you can't get there to pick it up, we do have delivery drivers, so we can deliver to your house in Westerly or Pawcatuck. And then the other thing, just the final thing, is we're looking for a few more pie donations where you just bake a pie or buy a pie, whatever you need to do, and let us know that you can bring it. And then we're looking for like 3 more people to cook a turkey and bring it cooked on Thanksgiving Day at 10 a.m. To the church parish hall. So if you want to eat or if you want to donate one of those 2 items, just email or call Jay Quellen, and she will take care of it and send it to my wife, who will then disseminate what I need to know and what other people that are helping need to know. So she's like in charge. And then some people like me are just going to be in the kitchen. Other people are going to be driving. Some people are going to be plating. Some people are going to be carving. We're all going to be masking.
So this is like charades. This is Thanksgiving charades, everyone.
Caswell, one final question before you go. I know that everybody at Christchurch is like a family to you, but sometimes you have to choose your family members. Which one of us do you like better, me or Jackie?
Jackie.
Oh, that's good. That's well said. I actually voted for him, so
I didn't.
Sorry, Ben.
I didn't, and I wouldn't. I won't vote for you for town council next election. So
You can't.
listen. I didn't vote for you this time, and I will not vote for you next time.
Because you don't live in Westerly.
Yeah, so
But in some places that's okay. I mean, you could just go down to
Okay.
you could go down to Riverbend and write a name.
oh gosh.
It's a family show. It's a charity show.
Oh,
And send in your app.
yeah.
Bottom
We're
of the barrel.
gonna have to
Bottom
go
of the
back to the drawing board for our charity show.
Bottom of the barrel. This one was the bottom of the barrel. Let's see if I bring him back on if he says something stupid again.
No, I was just going to say, can you say jackass, Ben?
You can. You can.
It's
All right, well-
it's because we're referring to an animal.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah. There's another word for the cat, too, but we can't say that. Howard Stern.
I'm just
Bottom of the barrel. This is
You are
I bet the
worst
rating.
guest we've ever had on this show.
I bet you the ratings for this will be better than anyone except maybe Uncle Terry.
I haven't had Terry on here.
Well, get him on. That would be hilarious. He'd come on in his bathrobe in the dark. And by the way, don't show him Jay Quellen. He'd Google over her.
I'll
I think
just hide behind this.
It's another.
I don't think Google is the correct term.
Ogle.
Oogle. No.
He'd Google over her.
Oh, they had this thing on the news today. I think this is a Thanksgiving thing. Is it pecan pie or pecan pie?
Oh, God.
I say both because neither of them really matter to me that much.
But how do you say it mostly?
I say pecan,
Pecan.
because I'm not pretentious.
You say pecan too, Jay Quellen? They said that 65% of Americans say pecan, believe it or not. It was
I
weird.
say pecan.
It's
No,
not
it's
like the tomato thing.
Oh,
but
I thought we were going to break into song. I was so excited.
you say potato, I say potato.
Let's call
Let's
this
call the whole
thing
thing
off.
off.
Let's call this whole thing off.
Do you realize the longer you keep me on, the loopier I get?
Yeah. So,
Oh man.
yeah. So thanks for joining us,
Did I?
Caswell.
Oh, I didn't mention the balls, the meatballs.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah, so we're going to cook meatballs too. So there's one other thing going on at Christ Church. It's a virtual bazaar because we can't have a bazaar in person. So if you go to the website right now, christchurchwesterly.org, you can start buying items. And one of the items is food items. And there's like people like Charlie Kitchen's clam chowder, and there's like these different people in Westerly that folks know. And it's like their recipe. So the men's club, we get together with our meatballs, and we put them in quart containers with sauce, and we sell the meatballs for $10 a thing.
Will
So you can't get these at Thanksgiving. You have to go to the website, and there's a tab that says Christmas Bazaar, and then you can click shop all, and you'll see all the categories.
Caswell, for the Christmas Bazaar, will you do a food demonstration video showing us how to make your famous mashed potatoes that you plagiarized?
Well, it's really Paul McCartney's potatoes. Beatles alert. Yeah, why can't we just play Paul's video of him making mashed potatoes? He has a little secret ingredients he adds in there. He adds a little bit of onions, just a he has this way to chop an onion, like 16 ways, and all of a sudden it's diced. Really cool. And then he just puts a little salt and pepper and mixes it up, and he's got the mash.
Final question, because we have lives to get to. What would you rather have? What is this all for? Would you rather become governor of Rhode Island or meet Paul McCartney?
Meet Paul McCartney.
I could have guessed that. Just heads up, if something weird happens, it's because my cat is trying to step on my computer and take over the producer controls.
But the good news is if I could be the governor, I would have a better chance of meeting Paul McCartney, because then, like, if he came and played in Providence, I could like give him a citation. So maybe that would work better.
Do it all for the McCartney.
And he's 78, so I got to get cranking, man. I mean, he's got a new album coming out in a couple weeks. He's still rocking, but 78, man. It's
maybe if we just had a friend who was governor, we could get him to invite Paul McCartney to Providence.
Well, he did say when Ringo comes to Providence next year that I can go to that because his friend's the promoter. So that would be a Beatle.
Was that Mimi?
Mm-hmm.
What's Mimi doing?
She's trying to hit all the buttons on my computer and then knocked everything down. Just fine.
I have a pussycat around here too. It's his name is Licorice. But I think he went outside. You
have a cat?
Yeah, Licorice.
How long have you had a cat?
Cat was here before I got the wife and everything. Came with the whole setup.
I've been to your house like dozens of times. I've never seen a cat.
Well, because a lot of times he likes to go out and kill mice, and then he brings them to the front door and leaves them on the porch.
All right. Well,
his name is Licorice. If you see him out and about, he's got like a whole routine in the neighborhood. He visits people.
I've seen him out and about.
Yeah, he's an outdoor cat. He sleeps inside at night, and then at 5 o'clock.
You think I'm just going to be walking down your golf course neighborhood?
Keeping Misquamicut safe from mice.
All right.
Why not?
All right. So Christchurch's Thanksgiving community meals are available 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. via drive-up, pickup, or delivery. To reserve your meal, please call 401-596-0197 or email parishadmin@christchurchwesterly.org.
Can we edit this, please? Can we just cut so much of this out?
No, it's all going to
be 4 minutes.
I would definitely think I'm your easiest guest.
Yes, you are very easy. But that's not about this.
No, but it's true.
What is happening?
I said I'm your easiest guest. Like you don't have to pull answers out of me. I just have like diarrhea of the mouth. It's all set.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Caswell, I will probably talk to you sooner than I'd like. I'm sure you'll be texting me to make you a meme of something soon.
Yeah, the luau.
What are we doing? Are we doing a virtual luau?
Yeah, and we're gonna do an online auction and stuff. I sent you the thingies.
You did?
Yeah, I think so.
When?
I thought I did the other day. I sent you a thing that said luau silent auction. I lose track of my mind. Yeah, so we're gonna have it. So we're for like this is from the Squamish Business Association, folks. We usually have a luau.
Am I producing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
First Friday in February, we're going to do like 2 hours. We're going to have like musicians and do what we did before. But for 2 weeks leading up to it, just like the Christchurch one, you can go to the MBA's website when the time comes, and there'll be all kinds of items for auctioning or silent auction. I think we're going to do.
All right.
Don't mix the religion and jokes.
Yeah, dude.
It's not. We're just joking around here today, right?
Can we get? Yes, we are. But we are advertising something for the community from Christchurch. Can we get T-shirts to sell of inside jokes for the church as merchandise opportunities? I'm trying to get the Chorus of Westerly to do this too, with like "Happy Birthday, Pam" as a shirt, and I really want to get like "Namaste, Betsy" for Christchurch.
I think that might be too inside.
I would at least 5 people I know would buy it.
Like I said, that may be too inside.
I'm getting it done.
The other thing is, Mr. Kent there used to be a shirt the chorus had. Mr. Kent always would say, "Listen, it's really not that hard. The black's the notes, the white's the paper." Like, in other words, why is it so hard to read the music? So we had that T-shirt, the black's the notes, the white's the paper, George Kent. And that shirt got out there. And then Pam used to serve the juice at choir camp.
Bug juice.
And her shirt said bug juice.
Yeah. We're gonna get all of that stuff done. I have a T-shirt guy.
We'll have him make some Mostly Music shirts, because that's how I got the idea for the documentary Mostly Music, because there was a group of chorus and choir people that had a little side gig where they would go sing at weddings and special events, like a small group with Mr. Kent, and they were called Mostly Music because there might have been a little drinking involved or whatever. So therefore I named my documentary Mostly Music, and Pam probably still has the T-shirt that says Mostly Music, so you could get a few of those made too.
We gotta come up with a reason for Pam to be on the show.
Well, she's got a lot of knowledge and history, and she knows a lot. She knows everything about the Chorus of Westerly.
That's true. Oh, and the Chorus of Westerly is a nonprofit. You did it. Good job.
All right.
Congratulations, Caswell.
Thank
all right,
you
please
very
get out of
much.
here. I have another
Good
show
night.
in 10
Bye-bye.
minutes. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Caswell.
Why did we have him on the show? Who thought that was going to be a good idea?
You did.
He's flipping me off. He's flipping me off backstage. Or he's
just you, not me. Obviously.
No, it might be you.
I'm the favorite, so.
And now he's doing Bowinkle and this thing. He's a town councilor. Garceau sent an email. Okay. Anyway, all right. I will see you soon, Jackie. I got another show to get to. What are you up to for the rest of the night?
Organizing.
Very nice.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much once again. If you are interested, this is a wonderful thing that they do every year. But it's even a great. Oh, that's stupid. Sorry, text messages. I should not respond to them during the show. It's a great opportunity to get a Thanksgiving meal, especially if you are not going to be doing your normal thing this year, which is probably going to be a lot of us. Yeah, I love it. So thank you, Jackie. What does he do? Why is he showing Crystal Light? Get out of here!
Hey, this is not.
Get out of here!
They're not
sponsored
our sponsor.
by Crystal Light.
It's
because I believe in me.
Okay, bye, Caswell.
Bye, Caswell. All right. Order a Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be great. Christchurch, Westerly. Bye.